Okay, so we'll start with the background flowers. This one and this one, these two in the back, because they're the lightest ones and they're in the back. So we'll go from back to front. I'm mixing here cadmium red medium and white. And if you don't have cadmium red medium, cadmium red light will do. I'm going to use the corner of my brush because I want to take advantage of the darks I have to create a shape. And it does, with those ones in the back, the shape doesn't have to be perfect. These are kind of in the, they're not crisp. They're kind of in the background and they're not focal point. So I'm just going to take, but I want to give them a shape, but no detail, not a lot of detail. All right, let's take I'm using a bright, and it's a small bright. Let's take a round one now at this point, add a bit more cadmium red light, cadmium red medium into the white, and just go in and just kind of soften the darks we had before. Go back to more white. We're giving them a suggestion of a shape. So this is perfect. That's kind of a very soft suggestion.
Can you do it closer?
Closer? Sure.
Yes.
Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. Now I can see from the reference I have, this part is really light, this part here. Good. Let's keep this part down here darker, slightly darker. It doesn't really have to look like again, it's a suggestion. It doesn't have to look like detailed, like a real there. Really, really don't need more than that. There's another one in here, in between those two leaves. Just a hint of pink in here. And I'm going to add a bit more white in here with my pink, with the pink I'm using. Okay. This is drying a bit darker, so which is fine, but I would just highlight the top a bit, because when you highlight, you shape. This is what the highlight does. It gives you a shape. So if you're shaping this flower a bit, that's perfect. Okay, let's leave it like that. All right, so since we're working with whites, pinks, I'm going to start working on this one here just to highlight it. I'm going to use the same pink, same white and pink that we've been using, cadmium red, medium, and white, and light, very light pink. And let's see if we can just give it a suggestion. This is a lot of work if we're going to follow the reference, and the reference is in too much white in there, so we lose detail. So let's start with doing something like this. Gonna take a bit of more pink in here with my white. Ah, that's nice. Again, so I'm leaving the bottom part darker, so I can go back and work over to give it layers.
So you're using just plain white, right?
Plain white, no, not plain white, actually. It's white with pink, with red. It's a pink. It's a pink. It's not plain white.
I know.
It looks white, but I know it looks white in the, it's the camera again, just not giving me the right colors. On the monitor, you see it white. You see too much white in here, but it's not that white.
Is it cadmium red light or cadmium medium?
Medium.
Medium?
Cadmium red medium.
Because the red light goes kind of orangey
Yes.
when you
Yes.
put white, whereas this one goes very pink.
Pink, yes. Yes, but if you don't have cadmium red medium, cadmium red light will work, or add an alizarin crimson in there with the cadmium red white light. That will do too. That will work.
Oh, that looks nice. You can see the layers now.
Yeah, it's the problem with white is there's nothing when you put just white. If you follow the actual reference, there's nothing. It's really hard. I'm gonna keep the inside. So I'm doing a couple of brush strokes, then I load. I'm trying not to lose the darks in between so I can have a shape. Even the one in the back, I love that. It helps. This dark one here in the back, the purple one. Whenever I lose depth or whenever I overlap white over white, I go back and I add some red in there. Red and white, I mean, you know, pink, darken the pink, so I get back the layers. Okay, I think I should wait a bit because I can't layer anymore. Okay, I think we should stop before I start getting loose,
Muddy.
before I
Muddy.
lose shape. Okay. All right, let's move on to the one here in this corner. All right, again, same. So I'm going to use the same light pink. Let's start with a light pink, but not too strong, because we need, again, this is kind of in the back, not a lot of detail. We need to simplify things too. So let's see. Okay, let's see. This might be. All right. Yeah, that's good. So if you see a bit of red, okay, so you're doing this and you're seeing red, not only pink, that's good. Don't try to mix it too much. We will mix it over here once we start highlighting. I think this is a rose, so
Yes, rose.
right? Okay. All right, so I can see the tip of this rose in here is lighter. So I'm adding a bit more white in here now. Again, this is in the back, it's not detailed. I'm gonna start this way. Gonna go over this green. I will fix the edges after, maybe with the green, you know, the leaves in here, more like a negative painting. Okay. A bit more white to just to give it some shape, very suggestion of a shape. Because honestly, I can't see, personally, I can't see the shape. So that's good. Keep this dark in there. We'll just a bit. Of detail in here, and then just leave it. Keep it very kind of soft. I think this is part of the same flower. The green, the green leaves will come over that, and it will push those back. Right now, everything looks like it's coming forward, but once we start putting the green leaves, it will push the whole detail back. I'm going to take white now and mix it with, I have here ultramarine violet. This is pink, and I'm just using a bit of ultramarine violet. With the corner of my brush, I have light pink. I'm going to do this one here. A bit more white. But more with ultramarine violet, not too much pink. Now, when I go in, I'm going to darken a bit with ultramarine violet, right here. So the tip outside, this part is light, and inside, in the back, let's do dark. Ultramarine violet is good enough. Give it a bit of a movement in here with white and ultramarine violet. Good. Now the only thing is this is just going on a kind of one line. I'm going to bring in, and if I can't do it this way, I will do it with the background colored when I go back to the background color. Yeah, I'm unable to push the color in. That's okay. This is drying dark, and it's a bit harsh. I'm gonna soften this. White and pink. Okay, good. It's much softer. All right, let's work on this one here in the back and this little one here. That's a nice one. Okay, again, this one in the back is very kind of simple, really. So we are going to use white, and let's use ultramarine violet with this. White and ultramarine violet. Start with creating a shape. Soft, of course. Now, once it's dry, it's gonna go darker, and we might have to go back and fix it a bit.
White and ultramarine violet.
Yeah, a bit of ultramarine violet. I know the color is not, it's like a green, yellow green, but it's really in the back. I'm not gonna go into detail in there. Let's just keep it simple. Maybe once we start, we're using yellow and green, we'll go back to it and just put some of that color in there. But for now, just very simple. Really, it's nothing. It's very hard to see what's going on there again because it's so white. So
Yes.
just give it a bit of a center in here, and let's leave it at that. And those leaves are going to be over it anyway, those big leaves here. So it's good. Let's keep the bottom part dark. I kind of like this. I really like this very soft pink in here. So I am not going to touch it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use white for this one. The flower in the front. And just leave it very simple too. These flowers are out of focus, so it's not easy to, you know, give them detail. And we don't want to give them detail. It's out of focus. It's the side back. So just keep them like that. Good. Just leave it like this. It will dry darker and it'll be perfect. So mainly what we did is most of the light colors in here. That's dark in there. Just keep it dark. This is purple already. So it is an ultramarine violet in here. I'm going to darken this a bit so next week we can highlight it a bit. or actually I'll highlight it right now. Very simple. Ultramarine violet. And I'm just going to add some couple of whites. Again, nothing special. I can't see detail in there. Just colored. And let's leave it at that. Once we put the green over this one, it will cover it. I'll show you right now. The green will take over and it will push this flower back. There. So we have here enough green to push the flowers back in the background. And here too, right there. We will highlight those greens, but for now, and change the colors too, not only highlight them. Okay, good. So this is a good color, and the leaves are taking over, so they're pushing this flower back.
And was that Hooker's green for the leaves?
I am using it is, I'll tell you what it is. I think yes, it is Hooker's green. Yes. I'm not using it as the color because this is not the green we're seeing in the reference. This is too strong, too dark right now.
Is Hooker's green have more blue in it? I don't think I've ever bought Hooker's green. I've always used sap green, I think.
Hooker's green is more, it looks like it has not blue. No, not blue. I don't know how to describe it. It's very earthy.
Earthy? Okay.
Earthy, like earth.
Yeah, no, I heard
Yeah. So yeah, it's very earthy. So I don't know.
So would you ever, if you wanted to get that olivey green, would you ever need to still put red in it?
Oh, that will give you, yes, that will give you red. If that's very close to, if you put red in your green, that it's very close to Hooker's.
Hookers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, very close.